This is a tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. Now, whether you are Virgo or you're just interested in what's happening with the Virgo, this video is for you. So the cards are shuffled. I did that before I started the video, and everything's basically ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just reveal the cards and get us started. Now, I don't look at the cards before I start the video because I'd rather be surprised. So we're going to do that together. Let's see. These two cards are going to represent the recent past, and I'll explain the other positions as I go. I have here the Oracle card of Saturn with the Tarot card of the Sun. It's funny because the Sun is all about having fun and just living life in the moment and enjoying the moment. But Saturn's about responsibility. So either we're enjoying our responsibilities or we're finding joy in fulfilling our responsibilities. That's kind of what I'm getting from here. We're finding joy in discipline, in chores, in the things that normally I think we would find boring or tedious. We're actually finding joy in them. Yeah, because we know they're good for us. This is, by the way, the Wizard's Tower, the Oracle card of the Wizard's Tower. It's a good tower, not like the tarot card. It means wisdom and like knowing yourself, knowing the path that you're on, understanding all that stuff. So it's like, you know that maybe you've come to an understanding that like the chores are good for you, you know, because they make your life better. And so you're like not minding it. You're like just good, you're vibing with it. It's sort of what I'm getting here. On the bottom, it's the head. It's like a change of mindset, right? A change of your brain. Like you're just seeing responsibility as like a positive, I feel, you know? I don't know if this is a new thing or not. Maybe it is new for you, but this is the recent past that we're talking about. I just want to dig a little bit deeper just to see if there's any more information about this before I keep going. So I'm going to dig 3 cards deep to see what they have to say. And I have here the rope, the path, this is the road forward or the path, and then Neptune. So this is literally going with the flow and enjoying the journey, enjoying the rope is commitments. So it's like enjoying the commitments that we've made. Like we've made them and we should be okay with them. We know that they're good for us and they make our lives better on some level. And so we're really enjoying the journey here. That's Neptune. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm now moving into the present, the present moment. So let's see what's going on in the present. Now there's a couple positions I want to look at. I think I'm going to start with your emotions and see how you guys are feeling. So I have the Queen of Cups and the Oracle card of the Cave here. Wow, this is like sitting with your feelings, like really, it's almost like Hermit energy, the Tarot card, the Hermit, but it's not like you're investigating anything. In this case, it's like you're sitting with your feelings. You're sitting and you're trying to figure out like their nature. How do I feel? Why? Understanding yourself here a little bit. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups with the Cave here. You know, I think this does come with, it really makes a lot of sense if you look at the recent past, these cards. It's like enjoying the moment and enjoying responsibility, right? You definitely need to know yourself. You definitely need to know and understand like that responsibility is a part of life. And you need to understand the place that responsibility has in your life, and you need to know there's a lot of self-understanding that basically has to happen before you can kind of enjoy your responsibilities. And I think that's what you guys are going through here. Let me get a clarifier card. Tell me about the Queen of Cups here with the Cave. I do think this is about self-knowing. Yep. And now we have the Oracle card of the Sun, which is like, what makes me happy? And it's not just like a fleeting moment of happiness. It's like, what actually makes me happy in life, content overall, not like in just one moment, but all the time. And it's sitting with those feelings and figuring that stuff out is something that maybe you guys have been doing, because this is showing up in the position of the heart. All right. So, oh, wait a second. And there's also something else here I just noticed. So on the bottom, I have the road, the nut, the number 9 with Sagittarius, which literally all tells me, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to take this newfound sense of commitment that I'm going to be like, that I'm able to focus my life in a direction? Where do I want to go? What are my plans for the future? What new plans do I want to maybe start as part of this sitting with your feelings and figuring out your feelings? This is all tied in with that. All right, I want to move on. Let's move to the position of the hand. This tells me what you guys are physically doing. What are you guys outwardly doing, right? Not just your feelings, but outwardly, your actions. So I have here the 10 of Pentacles with the number 7. Well, this is interesting. This could be literally, for some, this can't be all of you, but this is like an inheritance energy here. 10 of Pentacles with the 7, inheritance. It's like big family money, karmic money, property. Even if it's not like inheritance on this lifetime, it's something that's been inherited over a previous lifetime. So if you're coming across a lot of money or property or something of major value here, it's like it was meant for you somehow, or somehow it's owed to you. That's what I'm feeling, is it was owed to you. Tell me what the 7 of Pentacles with, the 10 of Pentacles with the number 7 here in the position of the head. The hand. Tell me what the 10 of Pentacles with the number 7. I'm going to need more clarifiers to see if I can get more specific on this. Tell me what the 10 of Pentacles with the number 7. You know, if this doesn't have anything to do with inheritance, this is simply catching up on things around the house and catching up on all the things that maybe are valuable, which is to say anything that's valuable, like your house, car, big value, big money that's so big that it's like an object, right? House, car. That's 10 of Pentacles. It's like catching up on those things. Anyway, let's see what came out here. The book. The book. Inheritance again. The book. It's like documents, right? Documents involved with big money, property. What is going on? What are you guys dealing with right now? On the bottom is Aquarius. This could have something to do with, like, it's not just you who got some sort of inheritance or some sort of big money or item from maybe either the system or from a bureaucratic entity. It's not just you, it's everyone who fits your demographic. Like anyone who is in your particular group is getting, or it's not just is getting, but there's something about big money or big property that you guys are having to either look over or address. Maybe you guys are getting this, but it could also just be that you have to look over the documents for these things. You have to catch up on the paperwork for things like that. Let's see what's on top. It may not be that you're getting an inheritance at this moment, but it could just be that there's paperwork involving like property or inherited items of value, something of that nature here. You guys know if this applies to you. So the next couple cards here, as I'm trying to figure out a little bit more, is the mouth, the wall, and the brain. The wall, the brain. I mean, obviously there's just thinking that needs to be done privately before we can speak on something. That could be part of the story on some level, is that there is like major bookkeeping, looking over documents, that things of that nature, and thinking about the documents and all of that before we can speak on this. You'll know if this is relevant to you. I'm still curious. Yeah, there's just something you guys got to take care of. It might be just clerical. Might just be like a clerical issue you guys need to take care of, and then maybe even speak on it on top of that. And that's what you guys are doing right now. All right, I don't want to get stuck on that because that is like a complex situation, and you'll know what it is if it applies to you. So let's keep going. I'm moving to the last position in the present moment before I look into the future. So this last position talks about, it's just your thought patterns at the moment. It more tells me your strategies and how you're thinking about these situations. It also is going to kind of help me piece together the entire reading. So I have the Fool with the Oracle card of Cancer here. It's funny because this is very similar to recent past. In the recent past, this is like literally enjoying just life and all the responsibilities of life, not just like, oh, the fun times, enjoying all of life. And then in the mind, this is sort of showing like having a good time and being spontaneity as the Fool here, and just being really open to any potential Cancer in the home. There's a lot of like home activity, chores, discipline, and again, property. But we're like looking at these things that we have to do, and we're kind of like looking at them like they're just part of life, and we're enjoying them for what they are. You know, we're like enjoying them, taking it one day at a time. Very like enjoying the journey energy here again, but with Cancer here specifically, family and the home. Let's move into the future now. I don't want to dwell on the present. Let's find out what's going to happen to you guys, or for you guys, or what's going to develop out of this situation. So let's see. I have the Queen of Pentacles here with Capricorn. Wow. So diligent. Such a hard worker. Could be working from home here. But in this case, if this is talking about, remember, you guys are dealing with documents or with like property, managing something, managing some loose ends here with regards to property or valuables, and on like a clerical level. Maybe you guys just have a lot of bills to catch up on, and it's just like keeping tabs on your bills and like doing that sort of thing. But this is showing up in the future here, and this is like very work from home vibes and like getting a lot of shit done. Maybe you guys are just on a roll because this is like getting stuff done on your own time. It could be that you guys are just getting a lot done at home or from home. Let's pull cards. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles with Capricorn. I mean, your entire reading is like financially stable. I feel like that doesn't need to be said here. It seems like you guys are good on finances, or at least you literally have enough, or at least it's not even like a factor, because the Ten of Pentacles is big money, or it could just be referring to property. But the Queen of Pentacles also is, she's like luxury. She's, how do I put this? She's a fancy lady. So, I just pulled some cards here. What I got for cards to describe, for more information on this, is I have the Queen reversed, the 4, and the universal hexagram. These are all reversed. So in this case, honestly, I'm kind of feeling that you guys are almost like workaholics. So what's coming up here is maybe there's a situation where you guys are doing too much work and you're too focused on work, or you're like too removed from your life because of work. This seems almost the opposite of the energy you guys are in right now, because you guys are living life. You guys are like enjoying the moment, and yeah, you guys got a lot of shit to do, stuff in terms of like responsibilities and paperwork, maybe even all that stuff. But you guys are like living in the moment, whereas in the future, you guys get sucked into almost like just work, and it's exclusive. Let's see what else comes out for this. I'm just gonna pull another card. I want to know more. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles in Capricorn, and why it's coming up. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles in Capricorn. Like, why is this happening? Why are we turning into workaholics? Leo, because you're enjoying your work. Okay. I think you guys are literally enjoying your work, but try not to get so into it that it becomes like you become withdrawn, right? There is a level where it's like you can enjoy your work too much, become a workaholic, and your whole life is work. Don't let your whole life become work. Let's pull advice cards. I'm saying that personally, but let's see what the cards have to say for advice. Maybe the cards will say, you know, dive into your work and be a workaholic. I don't know. I always go with the cards. If I say something and the cards say something, I always go with the cards. There's obviously a reason why I ask the cards questions, because I trust them more than myself. So let's see here what kind of advice comes out here. Any advice here for my Virgo signs? Any advice for my Virgos? What should my Virgos be doing, focused on? Okay. Interesting. So what came out here was Mercury and the Mask, which is literally, you have like a lot of shit to do that's like very obvious and in your face. You guys have things to do. The Mask is like just a surface thing. So it's like an object, something that's in your face, something that you guys are aware of. So essentially, keep busy. Keep busy on those things. You got a lot of cleaning to do, keep cleaning. Do your cleaning. If you got a lot of calls to make your calls, you know. I'm giving you Mercury type examples here. Let's pull, okay, that was fast. So the card that came out here is Four of Swords. So rest. Keep busy, but rest. You know, there's definitely this like whole message is circulating around a polarity for you. Keeping busy and rest. Keeping busy, so busy maybe that you're like a crazy workaholic and withdrawn, or maybe pulling it back a little bit and rest. I'm seeing like this push and pull dichotomy here, and then on the bottom it's all about the moon, and underneath that it's all about temperance. So literally what I'm just saying is the moon is your habits. It's your habits. It's what you do like day to day, hour to hour, week to week, and then temperance is moderation. So it's like finding that balance on what you do day to day, week to week with regards to your habits, and between rest and keeping busy. That's it. That's just the message here is just watch that. All right, guys. It seems like you guys are doing really good though. So that's it, guys. Virgos, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your interest in my videos. And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Take care.